Good morning. We're going to start in just a minute.
Good morning. How are you? Okay, Brandon. I used to this part of Ferndale, Boston, Rural Township. Yes. We work with tomorrows.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We're about to get started. Also, there is a dark gray Jeep that's got its alarm going off out front. A dark gray Jeep, if that's you, beware.
Gray, dark gray.
What do you got? Oh, cool. Thank you.
I'm going to do anyone here for the original one. I think I presented before. Who's here for the first time?
Sounds good. All right. Good morning, everybody. Thank you for joining us this morning for 1 Million Cups. My name is BJ. I'll be your MC for the morning. A couple of things before we get started. How many of you were here for our original 1 Million Cups back in April, I want to say? Anyone here for the very first one? All right. That's fascinating. How about anyone here presented before? Has anyone been a presenter before? I know I have. A couple of folks. Awesome. And lastly, who's here for the first time? Anyone never been here before? Let's see your hands. Awesome. Keep your hands up if you're a first timer. We've got a present coming around. David's going to bring around for you. A little thank you, 1 Million Cups Journal, for being part of this. Now, 1 Million Cups started back in 2012 in Kansas City as a part of the Ewing Marion Kaufman Foundation. It seeks to change conditions, address root causes, and break down systemic barriers so that all people have the opportunity to achieve economic stability, mobility, and prosperity. 1 Million Cups and its attendees honor our values and practices and help cultivate spaces that are safe and supportive, inclusive and diverse, and respectful and considerate. So in a moment here, we're going to have a gentleman come up and present a little bit about his business, and then we'll have a chance to offer some feedback one at a time coming up behind. We'll have people come up and offer feedback over time. But first, a couple other things before we get to that. No, all right. So there's a slide there that says something along the fence. We're always looking for new presenters. If you're interested in coming up to present a startup business or a new idea, we're always looking. Presenters one, there we go. You can refine your presentation in an elevator pitch. You can join a community to receive support, including coaching from our 1 Million Cups organizers. You can receive feedback from a diverse audience and potentially gain exposure to new markets and people, and potentially receive local, regional, or national media coverage of your startup. So it's always a good opportunity to come up here, learn a little bit more about what you're doing and what you can be doing. You can also become a 1 Million Cups organizer. We're always looking for volunteers to come help us out. People like myself who are MCs, but we also have a lot of back-end stuff. We're all volunteers. You can become a champion for entrepreneurship in your community. Help foster inclusivity and diversity, and encourage others in the community to be a part of the 1 Million Cups community. All right, today we have a coffee sponsor. It's Navigator HR Services LLC. They're going to talk a little bit at the end. Feel free to enjoy the delicious coffee and treats that are back there. She'll do this later. All right, well, that brings us to our presenter for today. Our presenter for today is Levent Gezer. And they're going to talk a little bit about his company, and when we're done, we'll have a chance to offer some feedback. So without further ado, the microphone is yours, sir.
Thank you.
All right.
Well, I would like to thank you all guys for attending this event today, and 1 Million Cups and Open Pride to have me here as their presenter for today. And Gezer Enterprizes is just a working name, so don't take it serious. So how does this work? I guess like this. Got a phone over there? I'm pointing a little bit. There we go. All right.
Tell me, Daniel.
Okay. So I was born in Istanbul. So I'm originally from Turkey, and I'm actually an electrical engineer and a software engineer, working specialized on radar systems and autonomous vehicle technologies. So what the heck am I doing here, right? So. Well, to be honest with you, things are not going well in the corporate world, in autonomous vehicle industry or any actually automotive industry. We see a lot of layoffs around, and one day you basically step in your company, and then you see that you cannot really step in. So you see that you have no access, nothing. Your access card doesn't work. So I don't like this, and artificial intelligence is coming hard. We engineers are basically building that artificial intelligence, but as a result, we are going to be the ones that will be fired off, right? Because the artificial intelligence will be doing our job, and I don't want, I want to get more independence, when I do my work. So that's why I basically started changing my mindset, and then the opportunities start popping up here and there. So this is also kind of my exit strategy from the corporate world. but let's see how it's gonna work out. So I have a couple of business ideas, and one of them is we have this very good company, very solid company that is basically big in Turkey, and that's pocket cakes. And you can see actually my business cards spread it around, and you are welcome to keep one of them if you want. And my idea is basically the delicious products of pocket cakes are going to be cold shipped from Turkey. And these are really authentic Turkish pastries with all ingredients being, Turkish. And we have cheesecakes, we have coffee cakes, and all these nice products. And we have actually a really increasing interest in Turkish culture thanks to the Turkish movies and TV shows. I know even some people who learned Turkish well by just watching these TV shows. It's really interesting. So, and we have really a good community, diverse community here, who are actually familiar with these Turkish products, and it's a very familiar taste for them. And everybody visiting Turkey are basically talking nice about Turkish cuisine. Therefore, I decided that this would be actually a good opportunity for me. As you can see, this product, for instance, here, which is called Marenka, is very familiar to Balkanian people and Albanian people. And this product here is an apple pie. But what makes it different, even at every slice of this, there is one apple. So, which is great. So it's not anything fake. It's really authentic and it's really delicious. So, but anything, and as you can see, we have tiramisu and we have some cheesecakes in a jar format, right? And there are some other coffee cakes and other cheesecakes in a conventional format. So, but there are challenges. Like I said, what am I doing here as an engineer? So that actually brings me being an engineer brings some challenges in here. I really actually don't have experience in import and logistics businesses. Even the terminology is like French to me. So, and also frozen food business is very hectic because as a small business owner, you want to bring the products like in pallets, right? But you cannot do that with the frozen food business because you need to bring a container. You can have one pallet in it, but it's going to be really expensive to bring it in here in a container. So that's a problem for me. So how can I tackle this problem? So I first contacted my local chamber of commerce in Novi. I live in Novi. There was a nice lady over there, Katie. She led me to Oakland Drive. She told me go see Drake, and I saw Drake. He's a very nice guy, and we chatted, and he started helping me out. And then, I noticed actually I had an opportunity. There was this other nice gentleman who already established some business here with a storage facility, cold storage facility in Pennsylvania, and he has some trucking business here. So we said, why don't we go into an operational partnership? Like we can bring a container together and we can share the cost, and then we can have some benefits together. And so now I have a business coach and a consultant thanks to Oakland Drive. And I have an experienced operational partner. We are going to be sharing a lot of container. But still, I have challenges. Like I said, I don't have much experience. And I don't know actually how I can reach out to the wholesalers as well as other potential customers like local pizza chains, because we have really nice lava cakes as well. You should taste it. So, And I don't really have much capital for this business, so I don't know how I can raise this funding or if there are any incentives out there. So that's why I wanted to bring this up to you so I can actually get your feedback on that. Thank you very much for listening to me. I hope it was a short presentation. Thanks.
Very nicely done. All right. So at this point, if anyone has feedback, advice, you can come on up and speak to the mic if you don't mind. And if other people want to come up and line up, we can get this conversation started. Thank you.
Good morning. I apologize. I'm coming in a little bit late to your presentation, but whenever I encounter food businesses,
It's a little bit more.
in here,
Thank you.
okay?
Yep.
Whenever I encounter food businesses, the first question I ask is, have you been in touch with the Michigan Good Food Fund?
No.
Okay, so the state of Michigan, any food entrepreneurs, there's a lot of support available for food entrepreneurs through the Michigan Good Food Fund. I'm happy to make the introduction. Our law firm has a partnership with them, and we do a lot of work with them. So
Perfect.
I encourage you to reach
What's your
out.
name?
My name? Oh, I'll give you my name. My name is Pamela Matt.
Okay.
Yeah. Great product, by the way. I was like, where is it? I'm gonna taste it. It looks so
It's
delicious.
really delicious. I hope you're going to be seeing it on the grocery store soon. We'll see.
Yeah, I do have a counterpart that just released a product, a frozen pizza product. And so, same space. I'm happy to discuss with you, whatever.
Sure. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. Hi, I'm Melissa McClary Davis. I own Wise Digital Marketing. It's a marketing agency. And I'm also part of the Oakland 5 Consultants. So, I love your product. I want to try that apple pie. It looks really good. My question for you from a standpoint of marketing, do you have a detailed marketing plan to understand who you should be going after in terms of the wholesalers, like who's your identified market? Like, should you be in Whole Foods or should you be in a specialty food retailer? Should you be in Walmart or should you be, in Full Market? So do you have marketing?
Well, my market plan is basically to reach out to these wholesalers first and, give my product. I don't want to go from one shop to another shop, but I want to reach out to the people who are delivering the foods to these grocery stores. So I want to contact these people. I have a one-page plan, but it's not really detailed, and I'm still working on the details of it.
Yeah, I would
But
definitely,
also local pizza chain stores.
I definitely would do like your market analysis, market research on which wholesalers and prioritize them based on your criteria, of entry, cost, and things like that. But a detailed market analysis would be important for, so you're not going scattershot. I go after everybody anyway.
Yeah, what was your name again?
Melissa McClary Davis, Wise Digital Marketing.
Thank you very much.
All right. Anyone else want to come up? How do you get capital for this food business? How do I reach out to wholesalers as well as other potential customers?
So I have a friend that works at Kroger's, and she does, so she does, I don't know what her title is, but she basically chooses a lot of the food that is in Kroger's, and even certain locations and stuff like that. So like we did, so pierogies and stuff like that. So just for me, it was like we did pierogies one day, so we tried a bunch of them. She had a bunch of her friends over and we tried them and whatever. So kind of helped her choose. So, but that might be somebody, and I can definitely contact her and get you guys in contact with each other.
That would be great.
Okay. Justin Hessler.
Justin Hessler.
So do you have that bulk capacity or yet, or, I guess that's.
Well, the capacity is not a problem because that company, Pocket Cakes in Turkey, basically manufactures 3,000 tons of cheesecakes and cakes in a month.
Okay.
So per month, so capacity wouldn't be a problem.
Okay, just wondering, yeah. 'Cause
I mean,
she-
not like marketing all the products to all growers in the United States, but
Right, no,
probably
yeah, they
we
do
can
different
handle-
locations, like,
like,
you know,
yeah.
Middle Eastern area or whatever that
Exactly.
demographic is.
I guess we can do.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Thank you. So after Justin, anyone else? Oh, Dave, I thought you were.
No, I asked a question. So I know that you said you weren't looking to go like store to store, you're looking to work with wholesale, but obviously there's a lot of Turkish coffee shops in the area. I know they make their own product a lot, but maybe they would be interested in, you know, what you have to sell. For the wholesalers, what's the plan to try and maybe get them in a room and then they can taste all the different products so that they can make a determination? Is that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's one of the ideas, and also I'm okay with going from shop to shop, but also I have a full-time business,
Sure.
so it's going to be really difficult for me, at least until a certain moment. And well, that's one of the reasons I want to reach out to wholesalers, and also to basically keep the effort minimum because of this thing, you know. Yeah, but yes, you are right. There are some Turkish shops, and I'm in contact with them basically. So I can basically just go ahead and take my samples over there and let them taste my products.
Right.
And if they want, if there's a demand, of course, I'm going to be providing.
Yeah, because the wholesalers, if you get them together, they're gonna wanna taste your product, they're gonna wanna know exactly what the price is. So you have to have all that kind of before you even invite them for that.
Exactly. I totally agree. My samples are on their way actually.
Oh, great. Awesome. All right.
In the first quarter of the new year, we're gonna have our samples in here. Anybody else?
Morning, Joe LaCavoli from ISM. One question I had for you, from a long-term vision, do you have any thoughts on producing your own product here as opposed to bringing it all in from Turkey?
Well, I don't really have that kind of a plan, but my other future plan is basically we can have some coffee shops that we can sell these products as a retailer, and we can provide coffee with these cheesecakes and cakes that would basically keep me away from manufacturing these products in here. But I make cakes and coffee cakes at my home all the time. Yeah. What was your idea?
My idea would be, the logistics, could be a problem potentially. Not really, but potentially could be a problem. So if you had a vision to start producing something from an innovation perspective and producing it here that you can distribute from here, then you cut out all of the logistical situations, and then you're just, producing and developing a particular type of product that people may really like, and then you're establishing your own brand. Because right now it's not your brand as such, right? It's someone else's brand. Turkey that you're bringing over, you're a distributor more than, a retailer.
I totally agree with you. My solution to this possible problem is to have more actually containers sitting in Pennsylvania in the cold storage facility. So I will be basically having some reserves. If anything like, we had a strike in the ports. So if anything like that happens, I may have some reserves in Pennsylvania. That's my solution right now. But some things, probably I'm going to be experiencing a lot of bad things on my way, and I will devise some solutions. But thank you very much. I mean, I can also think about that in the future. Thank you, Joe.
Morning.
Good morning.
You kind of touched upon one of the questions I had was kind of coquette cakes. Was that your brand or your distributor of a Turkish brand?
I'm gonna be the distributor of this Turkey brand because right now many businesses in Turkey and this is,
It's really hard to hear back here, sorry.
oh, sorry. Well, right now many brands in Turkey, not only food brands but other brands as well, they are trying to open up to the United States and other foreign countries. So therefore, this is a good opportunity, and I don't have a. What was the question again?
That, well, I have a follow-up to that. That was just the one question.
So I'm
you're
going to be the distributor. Yeah, I'm not going to be the manufacturer, but that's a strong brand in Turkey.
The only reason I ask is because make sure before you start doing your thing here, do you have a distributor agreement with this company? Because if you start walking around, I can just call them in order to direct this to kind of protect yourself.
Oh yeah.
You know, make sure that you know somebody from Kroger, oh, I'll just call them directly. You know, so it's kind of make sure you're protected. You know, you have an agreement with them. And
Well, yes, you are right, and I may actually sound very naive when I say this, but I know these people in Turkey, and you know we hang out all the time, and they are like best friends of my brother, my big brother, and so I know these people. They are very honest people. But I totally agree with you. Things should be done in a formal way when it comes to business, right? So I'm gonna consider this as well. Thank you.
And ideal distributing, what I would do is go to ethnic stores, see who the distributors are, the products, reach out to them directly, and kind of pick their brands. Because a lot of, you know, I go to ethnic stores and like it's the company on the brand on the box is not the company that's bringing it in. Just kind of see who's bringing what into the country. You're looking for frozen products, who's bringing it in, kind of reach out to them. A lot of times they're very happy to talk.
Well, thank you very much. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Yes, and also it's parallel actually with your recommendation. I think that's an advantage of having this dual citizenship. So I reached out to Turkish commercial attaché in Chicago and asked them to provide me with the list of the companies who are doing business with ethnic food business here. And he provided me like more than 1,000 companies that I'm still going through. So yes, that's also I should also reach out to them to see who the oil sellers are. Thank you very much.
Excellent presentation, thank you so much. It sounds like you're in startup mode, so you really haven't launched your business yet, or you've launched and you're just.
I didn't officially establish the business yet.
Okay.
So that's what I'm going to do after I have this session with my business coach, Tanisha, next week. So I'll take it from there.
Awesome. One other thing I wanted to make sure that you have a business plan on paper. Sounds like you've got some ideas. You said you had a one-page kind of marketing.
Yes.
But if you're going to sit down in front of a banker, if you're going to sit down in front of anyone who's willing to lend you money, a detailed business plan is important. Doesn't have to be 30 pages, doesn't have to be 15 pages, but it really needs to lay out your plan, how you plan to make money, because they want to know they're going to get their money back. So it's very important to have that look of a corporation who knows what they're doing, who has their stuff together, so that they can help you to grow your business. It sounds like a great business idea. Also, work with a sales enablement coach to kind of help you to define your sales strategy.
Say something?
A sales enablement coach. So that they can help you define your sales strategy. So you're going after the markets that's going to be most profitable to you, and it's going to maximize your sales time. And then they'll help you to create a schedule of how to reach out to people, social media, direct contact, emails, and have a cadence of how you reach out to your potential clients, so that you understand what it takes, and use a customer relationship software, customer relationship CRM software, customer relationship management software to kind of document what you're doing, especially in the beginning. You say you're doing this part-time right now, you want to do it full-time at some point. Make sure you keep track of all your efforts. 1,000 companies to pick up the phone and talk to or to go after is quite a bit. So be organized in your efforts so that you can make sure you maximize those efforts, okay?
Yes,
But-
thank you.
Great plan, and next time you come, you gotta bring some samples, okay?
Yeah, I will.
Get some real feedback from the audience.
I will check on it.
Hello, my name is Steve Scott, the founder and CEO of the SEO Queen TSP Marketing. Have you done any market research to see exactly how many people in each country are looking not only for coffee cakes, but Turkish coffee cakes? And have you thought about Gold Belly, using that as a delivery service in the United States to get coffee cakes to other people?
No, actually, I did not. I don't know. I don't have that kind of detailed market analysis.
Yeah, that
Gold
information.
Belly?
Gold Belly, they're like a gourmet food delivery service. They're like a whole nother realm than DoorDash.
Okay, I'll check it
Yeah,
out.
Gold Belly is for specialty items.
Okay,
Kind of like, Omaha steaks. Like if you order like an Omaha
Oh, I
steak, they overnight it to you frozen. Gold Belly does the same thing.
that's
So
a good advice.
I would recommend you explore getting your coffee cakes on there. And then I also would recommend that you really sit down and look at what the demand is for coffee cakes around the world, and also specifically Turkish coffee cakes and all the different flavors that you're gonna offer. And so what I would also recommend is just get a website up and start, seeing what kind of traffic you can generate. Search engine optimization does take time, branding does take time. So I would highly recommend, instead of waiting for all the ducks to fall in place, start establishing that presence and see what the minimum value proposition you can get to market quickly.
Yes.
That's awesome that you have those family relationships, and see maybe if you can get some inventory shipped here and put it up, and do some pop-ups, do some farmers markets.
Yeah.
Do some, guerrilla marketing, and start driving people to your website so they get used to ordering there. I would also recommend, as you're developing your business plan, have a wholesale and a retail strategy. That way you can get your Turkish coffee cakes into restaurants and cafes that would serve your target demographic, and also on the wholesale part. And then on the retail part is just doing those pop-ups in the communities that your target demographic for Turkish. I've never even heard of Turkish coffee cake. To me, coffee cake is coffee cake. So I'm learning something new here. So I would recommend that you also do the farmers markets. Farmers markets are really cheap. They're usually like less than $100 for a stall. You get your inventory, and also hospitals have farmers markets as well. So they do. So you can contact hospitals, because the hospitals are really keen on helping people to eat healthier. You can also get plugged into SBDCs, small business development centers. They would have information on different farmers markets in different localities, and I would, encourage you to think as big as possible.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you.
My name is Dee Scott. I'm a best.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
I'm back. So one of the ideas is, because you're in the launch phase, right, you're in the very beginning, you have the opportunity to capture content now that you can put together your story, right? So every time there's development in your business, something that you can capture visually, just start capturing it now, and then maybe throughout the course of your launch, you can put together, or have someone put together all that content for you, and now that could be a great video for your website, your story, and maybe get some footage even of people making the product in Turkey, right? So there's all sorts of ideas of capturing your story that you can share, and because you're in the beginning stages, now's the time.
Yeah, that's a good idea, and also I can put that on the website. Ziska was basically suggesting. Hi.
Hi, my name is Benicia Glenn, owner of Business Solutions. I did see, or I thought I seen capital, right up there, raising capital.
Yes.
Seed lending, I can give you a direct, I just don't have her name off the top of my head, but Seed Blending, that's CEED.
Linen.
Seed Blending.
Linen.
You know, startups, sometimes we can't get traditional funding or loans from banks, and so you can talk to them. And then also SBA, right? I have a direct contact for that too. And they go through all of the information. They can direct you to exactly what loans are really right for your business. That's what I have, but after you get done, I can give you that information.
Perfect.
The names, yeah.
Thanks very much.
You're welcome.
Just a question as a consumer, what is the lead time from production to store here? And would the frozen aspect affect the quality of the cake once it's here? Because I'm just thinking as a consumer, you know, cake's flying halfway across the world. Does that affect the quality? Like, would that, and as a buyer, maybe a store buyer would ask, I don't know, that's something I'm thinking about.
Well, these products are basically coming in the frozen containers. So they are basically still in frozen, basically stored in minus 18 Celsius degree. And so from Turkey, Istanbul, Turkey to New Jersey, it takes, I guess, 22 days to ship the product. And then you need to consider that time, you know, so therefore you need to have some backup in your storage before marketing the products. That's in our mind. So you can basically just store these products, just keeping them in the fridge overnight, not freezer, fridge. That's how it works. Did that answer your question?
Quality, what the quality, like, you know, the apple pie, like, how would it compare, you know, to the taste? Like, does that affect, you know, eating it fresh there versus freezing it, bringing it here?
Oh no, it's the same, and they basically do it also in the grocery stores, similar to Kroger's here.
Okay.
And they basically, this company also, you know, like provides majority of the cheesecakes to IKEAs in Turkey. So and they basically procure these all frozen.
I did not know that. Thank you.
Okay. Anything else? Wow, this was great actually, you know, very, very, very beneficial.
And we have time, we have about 10 more minutes if anyone else wants to come up, offer their 2 cents.
2 cents.
All right, take it.
I know for 2 cents, and I don't think. I'm Tanisha Molden. We talked, so we're meeting. So we have a meeting scheduled for next week, but we talked on the phone, but haven't met in person. So just to piggyback on what he said about the sales, and I think everybody might be in agreement with this, in getting the product and getting it to as many people's hands as possible, and then gathering testimonials and reviews from that. And as we're getting your business up and running, to get as many people tasting it and getting those reviews, and whether video or recording that, to just start that momentum. That is like the first level, what I say to do in sales, to get it as many people at hand, and like he said, get that testimonial, get videos, get their reaction, and just put it out there and start building that momentum. So that's my 2 cents.
Thank you very much for your 2 cents.
Okay.
I got another one.
Oh, hi. I'm Rachel Ramesko. I own Daytona Luxury. But what a lot of people don't know is that
Microphone.
I have a,
Yeah.
I also have a candle company. And I have like a lot of experience with Meyer Market, the Woodward Corners one, but they have several, right?
Yeah.
And it got me my feet wet. I got to go in there and do samples and events and get my stuff in there, see how much people liked it, get the feedback. It was a great way to get started and jumpstart into other stores, right? So I was able to see how well it was received, how the whole process works, because it was all new to me. And they're very supportive over there. And so I stopped over with samples, right? And then they started inviting you to their events where you can do samples and talk to people, and it really helps. So,
Definitely Meyer.
Meyer has a market division where it's not the big stores. So they have, I don't know if they have one in Novi, you know? know several people here work with Fire Market, but Market Corners is on 13 Mile and Woodward. There's one on the Riverside downtown. I believe there's one in Rochester. There's several, but they're smaller and they're very local centric. So they're really much for the small business person. Like we know somebody that comes here all the time. She has a salad dressing that she does there, does very well, right? So there's a lot of resources there too. They're great support.
That's very nice.
Mhm. I'm Rachel.
Rachel?
Mm-hmm.
That's a great advice. Thank you very much.
Right,
I
then
didn't know
you
they
can
had this
test
kind of-
out your product. They do a whole frozen food, section. There's a woman that I met over there who does the Coney Dog chili. Her family had a restaurant for 100 years, and after the pandemic, they closed down in Highland Park, but she had the recipe. So she pivoted into the frozen food market, and now she sells out like crazy with their
That's
chili.
great. That's
Yeah.
great.
Yeah,
Thank you very much.
good
Rachel.
luck.
Thank you.
Okay.
All right, last call.
Well, I would like to thank you all and Open Thrive and the Small Menus Cups events. You can reach out to me at these emails, and I have business cards spread all around. And thank you very much all these valuable suggestions and recommendations. And thank you very much for attending this event. It was great to be here today. Thank you.
Very nicely done. All right, next we are going to bring our coffee sponsor up. So if I can welcome Carnita to the stage. She's responsible for this delicious coffee.
Thank you very much.
Left and right, you just go through one right.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
My name is Carnita Hunt. I'm the CEO and founder of Navigator HR Services. Did you all enjoy Luminesso coffee? Yeah, I had the awakening. It was pretty good. So Navigator HR Services, we bridge the gap between employers and employees to help foster alignment that creates growth for companies. Our services ensure that companies, their employees are, I'm nervous, I'm sorry.
Oh, you're fine.
We ensure that the culture that business owners create is sustained throughout their business from, throughout the employee life cycle, from onboarding to performance management, all the way to offboarding. We have an array of services. We offer fractional HR support, which means that if you have an HR team and they need an extra pair of hands, we'll take whatever project that they have in place that they need help with. We'll take that on, handle it, and then tailor it to your organization and reintegrate it back into your system. If you need outsourced HR, we provide that as well. We partner with HR professionals who are out of work for no fault of their own to help businesses grow. We also provide workforce and succession planning, employee engagement strategies, cultural alignment, and also leadership development. We are also licensed brokers, so we can provide your small group plans. And if you have family members who need insurance, we can provide Medicare Advantage plans as well as individual insurance. So we ensure by handling your HR functions or supporting your HR functions, we allow business owners to focus on creating value for your customers so that you are able to, your business is able to prosper. I'm Carnita Hunt, and I take pleasure in sponsoring today's coffee, and thank you for your time. Here's my QR code and my contact information.
Thank you very much. Excellent. All right, next up from Open Thrive, let's bring Drake up to the mic.
Hey, good morning, PJ. Thank you, PJ. Thank you for doing such a great job. I want to give another shout out to Levent. Levent is actually one of my clients, and he came to me. He says, I don't really have a plan. He says, I have concepts of a plan. So, brother, I said, we got to get you all the way straight and get you to 1 million cups so you can get an actual plan together. And so, thank you all for entertaining and listening to him and engaging him in a way that can be helpful to him
so that his business can get, he actually has two concepts that he wanted to present. I said, well, one at a time. So today you heard one of them and sometime later you hear the next. But at Oakland Thrive, we are happy to be able to help the businesses in Oakland County, all throughout Oakland County. PJ, thank you. David, thank you. Carmen, thank you. Everybody here who, to thank yourselves for being here because you are all a part of this ecosystem that we're growing. And to come pay attention. And we're always looking for more presenters. So if you have a business idea that you want to present, raise your hand if this is your first time here. Okay. See, this is a growing congregation. So, and the head reverend is Daryl Cookies. And we want to thank everyone, our primary sponsor, Carmen, and Incubizo. And there's Josh here too. Josh, I didn't see you back there. And thank all of you all for coming out, but we certainly are looking forward to be able to assist you no matter where you are on your journey as an entrepreneur, a solopreneur, or a small business. We want to be able to match you with resources. Any of our B2B consultants who are here, please raise your hand. Tanisha, you're one of them. Oh, y'all are here. So thank you all. See, these are folks that are interested. We have folks that are interested in helping you really hone in on what it is that is going to make your business a success. And we do have quite a few success stories that we're going to be reporting out on. Yes, Oakland Thrive, and I certainly know that we have some that have come out of 1 million cups. So give it, again, yourselves a round of applause. If you need help, we have 15 consultants that, again, span out throughout the county. You can go to oaklandthrive.org. You can certainly find out where they are. We also have workshops and training. Most of them are free. All of them, I think, up to this day are free. Please take advantage of them. They are your tax dollars at work. So thank you. Here you go, PJ.
All right, and just lastly, yes.
Couple of announcements.
Couple of announcements.
And they go a little something like this.
We know this is the time of giving, and we know that there are many generous people in this room, so there is a box in the back for those that are less fortunate. So if you can find it in your heart to give to those that are looking to have a good holiday season, please do so. Thank you so much. Raise your hand, Lori. Yeah, higher than that. Come on. And also next week will be our last meeting of the year. Aww. But we are going to do a little celebration, so we'll have something extra next week. So those who can come, there's a wonderful crowd this week. Awesome. Thanks everyone for coming out. We just wanted to announce that. And again, Incubizo is a wonderful partner of ours, and they are offering a special for those who attend the 1 Million Cups meetings. If you need a co-working space, if you need to get out of your basement, get out of the closet, the wife wants you out of the house, you have a spot, $100 a month on an annual contract to rent a space, to rent a desk here. That is an amazing deal. Please take advantage of that. It's only good for the end of the year. Josh is really a great partner of ours, and they do so many other wonderful things, such as workshops. Their focus is to help small businesses. They're a great open sector. So we want to continue that relationship. And again, if you need workspace, this is a great place to work. And you know what? There's free parking. They don't have that in Brownville. So come here. Thank you.
Great. All right, and then just to wrap things up, one, if you haven't checked in, which I guess probably should have happened at the beginning, it's not too late. Please do check in. There's a QR code in the back. It does help us.
Hello, screen.
Nope.
It's coming. It's coming.
And there's one on. It'll be back. The screen. There it is. Check it. Get out of the way. But by checking in, it helps us prove that there were people here and lets our sponsors know so that we can continue doing this. So please do check in. If you've done it before, all you have to put in is your first and last name, hypothetically, and you should be good to go. And second to lastly, if you do want to stick around, Incubizo is available for you to grab a desk today. Just not one of the offices, just one of the desks. And yes. Also, we do this on YouTube. We're doing it right now. They're very excited over there. So if you aren't able to join us in the morning, you can always find us on YouTube. Please do just subscribe to that as well, because it's all about the numbers for the upper ups, right?
That QR code doesn't work.
That QR code doesn't work. It's a fun challenge this morning. Find the QR code, and if you can do it, God bless you. All right. Lastly, we're gonna do a group photo. So if everyone can come up here so that Carmen can take a beautiful picture, she will tell you what to do from here. Thank you so much, and stick around for the rest of your morning.
All right, the QR code check-in